understanding these sensations better, the feel of impact. Does that make sense? That I think that's super important, because even if it gets better on the video, it's pretty obvious to me tonight, these feels are so hard for you, Denny, that even if it gets better on the video, like we tried to make it, we made the hinge better, the downswing plane better, and the casting went away, and the release got better. Yeah, we saw this open face here, closed face here, but like I kind of said to you, this rarely gives people a good ball flight, you know, when they can make it look better on the video like that. So this is the first one. Yeah, that was a full swing where you're trying to keep that hinge real long in the downswing. You see how much more your head went down still. See, that's we've only worked on that for 3 days, and you haven't even given it that much attention. But we're saying that could very well be one of the cancers, and again, that probably wouldn't have been a good ball flight if there had been a ball there. So this is from face on, you trying to really hinge that thing back. And so that's a hugely better. It's the best we've ever seen on the video. But like you noticed, what scared you was, yeah, that open face. Even after impact, look how open that face was. And this one, you're trying to swing to the right as well as keep the hinge. So again, that looks beautiful on the video in so many ways. And this one, I think you might have stopped. Yeah. So that's a lot of hinge. And this one, now the ball's there and you're trying to keep the hinge, but it went away because the ball is there and you see the open face and you see the divot behind the ball, and we know it was outside in too. This is the same swing. And here you're stopping. And here, this is the one you're stopping. Yeah. So your timing, again, that's the cast there. You're throwing it away. You're releasing it way before the good players do, right? You want to sense, like you did on the practice swings. Okay, gee, I kept it way into the downswing and then let it go at the last second. So there it goes. Here's the, again, the divot behind it and outside in. Then yeah, and you'll see the same thing here. Like here's some of these fuller swings. I'll give you that path thing again. To again, just let you see again how there's a sensation that the club head is going upward through the ball, you know, on all your swings. Right, and you see, yeah, that's one of the things we like so much about the other ones. It looks so much better. You know, is that there was so much better extension. That's what helped you get the divot out front a couple times tonight. But look how much that thing's going up. And that's what I mean about the overall sensation of the golf swing for you. Again, kind of Pavlov's dog thing that I mentioned to you on Sunday. I really need to help you a lot with just the overall sensation of your swing. You see how it's higher coming out of the corner of the mat here, where it was lower over there. Then when we really started working on that, to get you feeling the wrist hinge, it really became obvious that, boy, your sensation of hitting a golf ball is to throw that club head down into the ground back behind the ball and kind of lift it up in the air. Unlike this one, baby. Yeah, that was the better one there. See how much lower that club head got there. Oh yeah, I think this was the good one too. Yeah, that was the glorious one that I went so crazy about. Where you went up there and stopped, and then dead on the downswing plane, right around the sweet spot, above the line, through the top of your left shoulder, and the ball flight was fantastic. And this is what that one looked like from face on, where again the low point of the club's head's arc on the downswing through impact was out in front of the ball right there. You see that ball pop in the air, nice and straight. That's absolutely the sensation, a video description of the sensation that we want. This was the bad one, I think. Yeah, got a little bit above the plane, just that little bit right there, and toward the heel. And then from face on, yeah, that was pretty good in terms of the path there. It got on that blue line pretty well. But this one is the one you want to remember there, Denny. And again, it's an overall sensation of the swing through impact. Divot out front. Beautiful. Yeah, I'd still like you to go slower with this drill here to make it easier for you to understand and get acquainted with the better sensation through impact. All right? So, again, I think it helps you see that we can make it look better on the video, but quite often that doesn't translate it right directly, immediately into the ball flights. We want it to eventually, but it takes a while to get your feels and perceptions caught up with how good it might look on the video. And that's what I'm really wanting to help you with here, is not this down, divot behind the ball, outside in, open face, slice, scoop stuff. You want this. You know, this part of your right hand is moving that club to the right, what feels like the right of your target line, and getting the divot out front.
This is Joel Suggs. I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend and showing you your swing on the 2D equipment that I have. And so I want to take about 2 or 3 minutes to just show you around Meadowlink. This is the studio I use in the winter for all my students. You see there's the down-the-line camera angle for our 2D equipment. And then we have the face-on camera angle also. And then what we also have here is 3D equipment to where I can show you your swing from 6 different camera angles with this 3D equipment. And we can get your swing from down to the 1/120th of a second in terms of exactly what your hips, shoulders, and hands are doing in the swing. And then also, I have the most realistic hitting curve I've ever seen from puttersedge.com. So when you hit your full shots, it feels as realistic as possible. And then I have 3 different green speeds for you to practice your putting. 9.5 on the step meter, 10.5 on the step meter, and 12.5 on the step meter. That's benefited my students tremendously. And then also I have a lot of learning aids like this Smart Stick. You can see the rest of those learning aids over here in my bag that we can work on to help you learn the certain fields in your golf swing that you and I both want. And then also I help my students a lot with their equipment through the winter. This is a frequency analyzer where we twang your club and it gives us a reading here. And then also we plot your whole set, each club on these lines to see if the set is really matched or not. Quite often they aren't, and it helps my students tremendously when they find out what clubs are the offending clubs. Then if we get tired of being indoors and we want to go outdoors and hit some, we can do that. It's my daughter, Ellie. Good to see you. I haven't seen her in weeks. No wonder you've been gone, Ellie. You've been out here playing in the snow all this time. But this is our natural turf area. This is closed until April, as you can see. But it's a fantastic area where we can step outside and hit some balls and get some real ball flight. Or, if we get pretty satisfied that things are looking better on the video here, we're kind of cooped up inside and want to go outside, we can step on out and hit balls and see real ball flight for about 5 or 10 or 15 minutes, however long you and I can stand the cold, out into the air, and we see them land at these different flags. I have a yardage book for this driving range. It's the first one I've ever seen in my life where we know exactly what it is with the front, back, and middle of each green. And again, the covered area here is heated, so we stay out there for about 5, 10, 15 minutes, like I said. It enables us to see some ball flight, and then we get satisfied that things are looking the way we want, and we come back inside. So take off our coat and look again at the video equipment to see how your swing's looking, to make sure that you understand it. And then notice too, my exercise ball up top here, and then also, so I help my students a lot with their fitness through the winter, and then I will help you also with your sports psychology, with your golf psychology from the golfpsych.com people down in Texas. That's helped my students tremendously a lot over the years too. So again, I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend. I look forward to seeing you again out here this summer at Meadowlinks, or even right now in the winter. I have a lot of people that work on their games with me right through the winter. Check out more information about the things I do to help you at joelsuggs.com. Take care.